story short, if you own an iPhone SE and you're looking for that night mode or night sight, nightscape, type shot that higher flagship phones can give you, then you should definitely take a look at the NeuralCam app in the App Store. I think it's a great accompaniment to the iPhone SE. And the iPhone SE already takes great shots, especially considering its $400 price point. But if you're trying to eke out just a bit more out of that camera, out of that phone, you should definitely give it a shot. Now, I didn't get paid to say this. This isn't an advertisement or anything like that. It's $2.99, so the app isn't free. But I wanted to test it out and see if it really held its claims. And I mean, you saw that earlier part of this video, it's looking pretty good. And I really wanted to test it against my iPhone 11 Pro and my Pixel 4. So let's go ahead and continue the rest of this video and see how it turns out. In this first set of shots, you'll see that all three offer similar results. The Pixel 4 offers the best clarity, but the shot just comes off super bright. If you look at the street, you'll see it starts to wash away, and this won't be the last time. This is something the Pixel 4 does, and this is the trade-off for more focus, more detail. At 100% crop, you'll see the iPhone SE won't be able to match the quality the 11 Pro or the Pixel 4 offers. This next set was shot in really yellow-orange lighting conditions, and the Pixel 4 went ahead and changed the color temp to a cooler one. While it's not the most accurate, I do prefer it. But the 11 Pro's color profile is the more realistic of the bunch. At 100% crop, the SE again doesn't come close to detail, while the Pixel 4 takes the edge here. In this next set, again pretty similar, but the SE's lack of quality shows. The Pixel 4 shoots too bright, and the 11 Pro is just right. This one gets my pick. This time around, the Pixel 4 is shooting really cool. Notice how white this shot gets, especially on the street and lower portion of this shot. The 11 Pro comes off more realistic, and at 100% crop, the Pixel 4 still gets the edge in detail and quality, while the iPhone SE is left behind. Same goes for this set of shots. Again, too white, too bright on the Pixel 4, starts to wash out over here and here. The 11 Pro is the most balanced of the three. In this set, I actually prefer the iPhone SE. The 11 Pro starts to wash out the brick wall, while the Pixel 4 is, I don't know, man. It's like a spotlight just got laid down behind me and is trying to blind people in this building. I don't know. At 100% crop, however, the Pixel 4 again outdoes the 11 Pro in terms of detail, but really at the expense of such a bright shot. Here the SE leans warmer, the Pixel 4 again cooler, and the 11 Pro somewhere in between. At 100% crop, the SE again lacks the detail the 11 Pro offers, but this time around the Pixel 4 is also lacking detail, smoothing out areas it didn't have to in more well-lit scenarios. Oh god. Well, like I said earlier, in a similar shot, I like the cooler temperature offerings the Pixel 4 gives you, but as you can see, my Pixel 4 decided it didn't want to play nice and shoot in astrophotography mode instead. Maybe I'm missing something, but I couldn't find the feature to turn it off. Too bad. Unfortunately, it did it here too. The 11 Pro results are my picks here for obvious reasons. Here, again, the 11 Pro fits right in the middle. The SE shoots warmer, overexposes a bit more, and dials up the contrast, while the Pixel 4 also brightens things up a bit much while leaning too blue in its color temp. More of the same. This shouldn't be a surprise at this point. The Pixel 4 just wants to shoot brighter with night sight. I know in a video I had last week, someone asked me why I wasn't shooting with night sight always on my Pixel 4, complaining about how yellow the shots got without night sight. Well, here's your answer. It shoots too goddamn bright and in most cases leans too goddamn cool. Turn night sight off and it goes the completely opposite direction. Pick your poison. But then you have this scenario where the Pixel 4 adjusts that color temp to one I'd rather go with. The SE and 11 Pro again are the most accurate shots color-wise, but I'll take the Pixel 4 in this scenario. Here, all three are really aggressive with the green in the trees. The Pixel 4 shoots so cool, the grass isn't even really green anymore. And they're all a tad too much for my liking. I'd rather shoot without any kind of night shot, night mode, night sight, whatever you want to call it. And in this final set of shots, the iPhone SE shoots too bright, it ends up with kind of a haze. The 11 Pro tones down a bit more, and in a weird series of events, the Pixel 4 is the darkest shot of them all, but in doing so, it's also removing the highlights out of this shot. Why this happened is unbeknownst to me, but this also happened in a video I did last week as well. And that's that. For a third-party app, NeuralCam is pretty good, especially for what it can do for the iPhone SE. I've done tests with the iPhone 11 Pro and the Pixel 4 before, testing those side by side, and if you want, you can look at some of my previous videos. I have a ton of videos comparing both of those phones, but again, at a $400 price point, the iPhone SE isn't gonna, have the best camera out there, but it's still pretty competitive with what flagships are offering today. I still think when it comes to night shots, the iPhone 11 Pro is still top tier. The Pixel 4 obviously has some flaws. The iPhone 11 Pro isn't perfect, and the iPhone SE, while it's very similar to the 11 Pro in terms of a color profile, that detail is just not there. I just don't know if it has, the best hardware to give it the same results as the 11 Pro. Obviously it doesn't. We just went through this entire video. Now, you might like those brighter shots, and if you do, that's great. Then the Pixel 4, that's the direction you should be leaning to. But for someone like me, when I take night shots, I still want shots to look like that it was taken at night. There might be instances where I wouldn't mind something that's brighter, but in most cases, I'm still looking for a good night shot. And I think the 11 Pro gives you a really good balance out of, well, at least in my testing, other phones that I've tried out. Now, if you like this video, please consider supporting me on YouTube. I do offer a membership on YouTube now for as little as 99 cents a month. It'll get your name on the intros and outros of all of my live streams, as well as getting a badge next to your name anytime you comment on any of my videos, or anytime you chat in my live stream. You get a little red Chicago star. And then you also get use of custom emojis throughout the live stream chats. There are different tiers as well, so at $4.99 a month you can get access to my private Discord, and then there are higher tiers as well that gives you like exclusive access to these videos before it gets publicly published. To become a member, you just have to click on the join button, and if you can't find that, all you need to do is go to youtube.com/PhoneJerome/join. And I think that's it. I do stream Monday through Fridays at around 12 to 12:30 p.m. Central, a segment I call TNT Joe-Fi, which is tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. So if you're not doing anything around that time, hop on, say hi, engage in chat. We'll talk about tech, and I'm done plugging myself. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
I like that.